Okay, we're talking about chakras. And the chakras are represented in this photo, which shows us the 7 basic chakras. Chakras are energy centers based along your spine. The yogis believed for thousands of years that there were these energy portals based on your spine. Most of us think the chakras are on the front, but the true idea is that the chakras are on your back, on your spine on the back. Oddly enough, in the 80s, it was scientifically proven that the precise points that are called chakras are correlated to nerve bundles that extenuate to different organs and limbs of our body. So in these 7 points, there happens to be correlating nerve bundles that go to different functions of the body. And if you think of the body running on electricity that pulses up and down your spine all the time, then you are thinking about energy, right? Electricity, the cells operate on an electrical level, neurological level. And if there's any impedance in that energy flow, so if something happens to your spine at your neck, back, middle back, or lower back, it's then going to affect the ability of the spine to transfer that electricity, right? That's why we don't want a slipped disc or a pinched nerve, right? Because it's going to not only affect our back and hurt our back a lot, but it's going to affect parts of our body. So the yogis were right. The first book was written in 1000 BC called the Chakra Samhiti. And the Chakra Samhiti is basically discussing Ayurvedic principles, or the science of yoga, of nutrition, and herbs, and medicine, and how to take care of the body. Why? Because if we take care of that physical body, we then have a lot of energy, or prana, as yogis call it. In Chinese martial arts, it's called qi. Same idea as energy, and into our Western science, it's, neurological, electrical, chemical energy. So the first one, we start at the bottom and we work our way up the spine. So the first one is, what does it say on the photo there? The very first one. Muladhara. 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 Right? So Muladhara is the root chakra. If you look at these pages now, you'll see an illustration of the image of a chakra with the name of it. Each chakra has its own elements. So each energy center in your body has its own sound, its own light. What is light perception? Color, right? Color is the perception of light. Refraction, correct? Reflection and refraction. So each one has its own sound, its own color. Then it has its own physical connections. Like I said, science proves that the energy centers correlate to different parts of our body. And then it also has its esoteric beliefs. So it's other meaning, right? So the root chakra, what's the sound? Lam. Lam, 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 lam. Does that kind of resonate a little bit? Lam. Kind of sounds like got your feet in the mud, right? Lam. So it's located at the base of your spine. So something about the chakras to know is the chakra, theoretically, or the nerve bundles, are located on the back at your spine, right? So everybody just get up a little bit if you want to. And if you think about where your tailbone is located, the tip of your tailbone, the very small part of your tailbone, think about where the tip of your tailbone is located, and then think about the area in the front. The tailbone would be where the chakra is. The area in the front is where it's emitting. It's a reverse cone or funnel. So the energy is going out from the chakra on the back, coming out this way. The space in between the front and the back, so the space between the tip of your tailbone and the front, that internal area is the actual chakra. And that's what we call the bandha or the lock in yoga. If I contract the area around my tailbone, you should feel and pulling in and up. And that pulling in and up is the same thing you would do to stop going to the bathroom. If you're going halfway through the going to the bathroom, you need to stop, right? And it represents earth, air, fire, and water. Earth, air, fire, and water. Now the color system that we use in the West is not necessarily the color system that comes from India. There's a lot of different chakra systems, and there's a lot of different beliefs about the chakras and interpretations of them depending on the culture that you're getting the information from. Nobody can say where a Western chakra system got its colors that we use, but they could be different in India or in other cultures. The color sometimes is different. But we generally refer to it as red or an earth red. You remember that Crayola that was earth red or mud? That color is what we're looking for, that reddish kind of color. It is also where we hold a lot of our sexual desires. If you feel grounded, secure, safe, stable, if your mind is satisfied with food, shelter, sex, then that's a balanced root chakra. You feel grounded, connected to the earth. At the end of yoga, sometimes if you do a deep meditation or shavasana, we should do some grounding before we leave. We should pick up a rock, we should touch a plant, we should put our, walk around in our bare feet outside. Something that gets you connected, grounded back down. That's relying on the root chakra. The second chakra, the W, is said like a V. So it's, did I tell you the root chakra's name? Muladhara? Yeah. So the second one is the sacral area, and it's called the Svadhisthana. Svadhisthana. Someone say it with me. Svadhisthana. Perfect. It is located in the middle of the pubis and a ½ inch inside the body towards your sexual organ. So come back up again and find the center of your pelvis. So right in the middle of your pelvis. And then on the other side, push gently. Now I have to go pee. And it's the space in between there. Your chakra starts here, the energy goes out, and it's the space in between that we're talking about. And that would be the Uddiyana Bandha in yoga. So we're trying to pull in our belly lock. You hear us talk about our belly lock, right? And we're talking about those digestive organs as well, right? Waste elimination organs. So the second one's sound is Vam. And it is related to our sexual organs. It has 6 petals, and generically speaking, the color is orange. So if you're really balanced, We feel patient, enduring, nurturing, and secure. And this is where we hold our emotions with our family and our friends as well. So then the third chakra is the solar plexus, Manipura. Manipura, the third chakra, Manipura, is generically considered to be orange. And if you come up again, now put one hand on your belly button and put the other hand opposite of your belly button. That's where your chakra is located, on the back, where your finger is on the back, just opposite of your navel. The energy is going out in the space in between. So that is your Manipura chakra. It's yellow to gold in color. It's at the solar plexus. Ram, 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 ram. Kind of gets you tickled in the tummy. Ram, 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 right? When it is clear, we have a strong sense of personal power and motivation. Our power comes from our stomach, right? That's where you dig deep to get your power when you need to get something done. You don't feel, if you're in balance, you feel in control, you feel powerful, you believe in your decision-making abilities and the choices that you're making in your life. If it isn't clear, we become greedy, guilty, angry, overly sensitive, we cry easily, we feel fatigue, and we're anxious and depressed. That is my issue chakra. So everybody generally has a chakra where they are blocked or where the energy doesn't move very well. Because I have an issue with that one, probably because then I have digestive issues, and I have IBS, and I have waste elimination problems, and when it's out of balance, I do feel overly emotional, and I do often play the role of the victim because of some experiences I had in my life. So that's an area I'm always trying to focus and work on for me personally. And get it clear, because if it's blocked, then everything gets stuck. All the chakras move upwards from the bottom to the top. All the energy in our body is moving up and down the spine, up and down, up and down. Apana and Vapana. The next chakra is our fourth chakra, and it's right here. It's in the heart, right? So if you put one finger at your heart, which is, in the center, kind of to the left, and then opposite of that on your spine, back behind you, stick your thumb back there, and that's the chakra, your heart chakra that we talk about. So that color is green. It usually has 12 petals, and its sound is yum. Yum, 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 yummy. Feels yummy. When your heart is clear, we're balanced, we can experience love, compassion, acceptance, fulfillment. Our respiratory system's working well, our heart's strong. When it's in clear, we have a lack of joy, we're bitter, we're insensitive, emotionally unavailable, passive, sad. We usually have some sort of breathing problem or cardio problem. The next chakra is the fifth chakra, or Vishuddha. 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 So we just did the Anahata, and now we're doing the Vishuddha, which is in your throat. And that color is blue, and its sound is
ham. No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Who's hungry? Who's hungry? Yeah. Let's make it a long A. So hum. Hum. Hum, 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 hum. Doesn't it kind of sound like you're singing?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more melodious than ham. And so when it's clear, you have good communication, you can express yourself freely. I'm a Gemini, so I live in my throat chakra. I make all my income from my throat chakra. Everything I do is theater, teaching other people. It's all my communication. I'm really strong in my communication. You can get your point across, you speak your mind, you're confident in communicating your thoughts, words, actions, and needs reflect what you want and are clearly expressed. So you can imagine if you're unclear in your throat, then this is usually where when I'm out of balance in my victim area, then you don't speak your mind. You don't say what you want. You swallow your words. Most all of us have to do this at work or in mixed company, right? You don't really say what you really feel about it, right? You swallow those words.
Do you do that at work? It's a joke.
My throat closed all of a sudden. I try to, definitely. The next one is my favorite one, the Ajna chakra. So the third eye chakra, the Ajna chakra. The Ajna chakra is actually where we should start. Because if we can clear out the Ajna chakra, the third eye chakra, most of them will follow. My teacher Kripalu has a great saying about the yamas and niyamas. You don't necessarily have to follow all of the 12 commandments. If you follow one of the 12 commandments, or if you follow one of the morals or ethics, the rest of them will just kind of follow, you know. If you clear your Ajna chakra, most of the other stuff is going to clear up on its own if you work on the Ajna chakra, because that's the seat of your wisdom. If you put one finger on your third eye, your forehead, and the other finger on just opposite of it, more than likely you'll feel that little bump there on the back of your skull. And right in between there is where the Ajna chakra is. That's also where your pineal and pituitary gland are located, right in the center of the frontal lobe of your brain, right in the middle. The pituitary and pituitary gland regulate your hormones and reduce stress. This is your seat of intuition, or your wisdom, or your Sadguru, inner guru, the teacher that lives within you. If that's clear, you're going to be balanced, you're going to follow your intuition at all times, you're always going to listen to your guide. Have you ever had one of those experiences where you're like, wow, I'm so glad I listened to myself and I turned right there instead of left because I had this amazing thing happen that would have normally never happened, right? That's you with a clear third eye, listening to that seed of knowledge, that intuition. The Sadguru, inner teacher, and its sound is Om. 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 When that's really clear, you are set on your intellect, psychic abilities, your memory is good, and your perceptions are accurate. When it isn't clear, you're kind of having a hard time making up your mind, your thoughts are kind of fuzzy, you're kind of feeling lost, you don't really know what to do. Okay, and then the very last one to wrap up, that's your crown. And the crown is a 1,000-petaled lotus that sits on your head. You usually see it depicted like this, or us Western people are more used to seeing it like this. what is that universal? Halo. Yeah, it's the halo. That's your seventh chakra. That's divinity. That's your bliss that we were talking about earlier. That's your holy self, the who you really are. I like to say it, that which you were before you were born into the body, and that of you that will survive the body. There is an eternal part of you that existed before the body and is going to exist after the body. You can call it your spirit if you want to. This is usually when a lot of religion gets mixed in. But if you just think about your body's energy, your body's electricity, it's going to go on after you die. Your muscle, skin, tissue, bone is going to dissolve and go back into the universe and be reused by the planet again. I know it's not pleasant to think about, but in other cultures they have a different idea about death. It's a celebration because now that person is moving on and their body is going to help continue life on the planet. So there's some part of us that's going to live past the body, and that is your seventh chakra. Its color is violet, white, and gold. Violet, you're turning violet. And it is your well-being, unity with all life, open-mindedness, faith in ourselves. You're free from worry, anxiety, headaches, migraines, mental disorders, and sleep issues. If your seventh chakra, your bliss is clear, right? And the idea behind the chakra system and Kundalini, basically, is if you can clear out each of these energy centers, then you are going to be able to connect to your higher self. All the energy that's usually going down into waste removal and keeping us in our physical body can be reversed and sent up to help raise our spiritual and consciousness. And this is why we all say namaste. The light in me is the bliss body, or the seventh chakra, or the Saharasa chakra. And that seventh chakra is the light that I know lives in me and the light that resides in each of you. So with that being said, I'll wrap up our very brief and short conversation about chakras. Namaste.
Namaste.
So we're doing a meditation for the chakras, so allow yourself to be comfortable and close your eyes. And we're just doing a quick meditation so we can have maybe a little more understanding from a yoga perspective on the chakras. And we're starting with Muladhara chakra. So with your eyes closed, just take a few breaths and focus all of your attention on the root chakra, the Muladhara chakra, located at the base of the spine. Feel this area begin to glow and pulse. Feel the earthly, dense quality of this chakra. Now let this grounding be a foundation for awakening into higher centers of consciousness. See the downward and outward flow of energy being reversed and converted to upward flow, drawing up energy from the feet, legs into the perineum, and up through the central energy channel, the Sushumna. Feel the first chakra open and relax. Now move your attention to the second chakra, Svadhisthana chakra, located in the pelvis, the area of the reproductive organs, and the sacral nerve plexus. Feel this area beginning to pulse and glow, allowing this energy to nourish reproductive functions and sensuality, but also your spirituality. Feel this regenerative energy being channeled upward as the luminous power of divine Shakti is freed. Visualize your body filled with divine light and love. Now focus on the area around your navel, the Manipura chakra. Bring your total awareness to the Manipura chakra located at the navel, associated with the solar plexus of nerves that nurtures all the abdominal organs of the area. Feel this area beginning to pulse and glow. Allow the primal force of aggression and compulsion to dissolve in the light of your awareness, and sense it being converted to clarity, confidence, and strength. Facing all challenges with equanimity and dignity, balance and dignity. Feel that you are now free of all limitations. Your inner core feels vital and strong and connected to Source. You lack absolutely nothing as you step into the next integrated state of being. Now bring your attention to Anahata Chakra, the heart center, connected with the cardiac plexus. Feel the area in the middle of the chest beginning to pulse and glow with green light. Experience the regenerative, restorative, healing power, activating healthy functioning of your heart, lungs, and thymus gland. See the heart center transmuting the energies of the lower chakras. Experience a deep sense of love and compassion. Let it change your perception of the world. Feel yourself becoming a beacon of love and light, attracting the energies of the lower centers and transforming them at the heart. And allow your attention to move up to the throat, Vishuddha chakra. Bring your attention to the throat, the cervical nerve plexus. Feel the throat and thyroid gland glowing and pulsing with blue light. See yourself entering into the expansiveness of the throat chakra, from where you can reclaim your voice of wisdom. You are free from all inhibitions and limitations to awaken creative expression. And allow all the energies to flow up to your Ajna chakra. Bring your attention now to the Ajna chakra, the third eye. Feeling the area between the eyebrows about 3 inches in towards the center of the brain begin to glow and pulse with indigo light. Feel the pituitary and pineal glands being reactivated and rejuvenated deep inside the brain. Receive the time-transcendent nectar of Amrit, dripping from the pineal gland, penetrating and spreading through every cell of your being. Rest in awareness. If there's any chakra or area of your body that needs healing, bring your attention to that area now. See it bathed in healing light. And finally, bring all your attention to Sahasrara chakra. Now see 1,000-petaled lotus at the crown of your head. Feel all the chakras spontaneously and effortlessly aligned. See energy moving unimpeded upward towards the crown chakra. See the whole body surrounded and permeated by light. All boundaries and illusions of separateness disappearing. Dissolve and allow yourself to disappear into oneness. All chakras aligned. Feel yourself as whole and complete.